Nightly Pulse. NBA news and highlights from January 24th. Follow along with the highlights, scores and reaction from tonight's NBA games. Hey, what's up NBA fans? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight's games gave us plenty to talk about, from big wins to standout performances and some exciting moments on the court. Let's jump right into the highlights and breaking news from the January 24th NBA action. First up, Philadelphia finally snapped their 7-game losing streak with a big win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. This was a much-needed victory for the 76ers, especially since they not only ended their skid but also took down the top team in the East. What's even more encouraging for Philly fans is that they proved they can compete with the best. The 76ers had some great performances from Paul George and Tyrese Maxey, combining for 59 points between them. That's exactly what Philly needed, and now they've got 11 games before the All-Star break to rack up some wins and stay in the playoff hunt. Next, let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies, who had another dominant showing. Even without their star Ja Morant and key player Santi Aldama, Memphis rolled to a 139-126 win over the New Orleans Pelicans. They showed they can score no matter who's in the lineup. The Grizzlies got huge contributions from their bench. Luke Kennard, Zach Edey and Desmond Bane all stepped up in a big way. Bane finished with a 20-point, 14-assist double-double, and Kennard dropped 27 points. As a team, the Grizzlies put up 43 points in the second half, and their depth is definitely paying off. Out on the West Coast, the Portland Trail Blazers are putting together a nice run. They picked up their 4th straight win by taking down the Charlotte Hornets in a game where their defense was the star. Portland forced 16 turnovers and had 39 free throw attempts, showing they can dominate on both ends of the floor. Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant led the charge with 27 and 22 points, but it was Deni Avdija who sealed the deal with an impressive fast break and one dunk. The Blazers are looking good and playing some solid defense, holding teams to 96.3 points per game during this stretch, well below their season average. Now let's shine a light on tonight's top performers. Donovan Mitchell put up 37 points for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but it wasn't enough for the win. Paul George had 30 points and was lights out from beyond the arc, hitting 6 threes for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the Grizzlies with 29 points and 5 made threes. Ty Jerome was on fire, finishing with 33 points, including a career-high 8 threes. Desmond Bane, who's been great as a playmaker, finished with a 20-point, 14-assist double-double. It was a night full of incredible highlights, starting with Yves Missi of Baylor, who had an insane dunk on Zach Edey of Purdue. That might just be the best slam of the night. If you missed it, make sure to check out that highlight because Missi went straight up over Edey, and it was something special. Another key moment was when Maxey and PG went off in the Philadelphia vs. Cleveland game, combining for 59 points to secure that crucial win. Maxey's three-pointers early on helped Philly gain momentum, while Paul George's 3 in the final minutes capped off a 10-0 run that sealed the deal. And in Portland, Simons was also putting on a shooting clinic, knocking down some deep threes and helping the Blazers hold on to their lead against Charlotte. In the closing moments of the Philadelphia vs. Cleveland game, things were tense. Ty Jerome was lighting it up from 3, tying his career high with 7 threes, but Philadelphia held their ground in the final minutes, pushing for that important win. In Memphis, the game stayed close in the first half, but the Grizzlies' depth took over in the second. Memphis traded blows with CJ McCollum and DeJounte Murray, but once Kennard and Bane started firing on all cylinders, it was clear that Memphis was going to walk away with the win. Unfortunately for Charlotte, they were without LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges, and it showed. They've been struggling with key injuries this season, and without their top players, they couldn't keep up with a Portland team that's building momentum. Despite Nick Smith Jr.'s solid performance with 17 points, it wasn't enough to stop the Blazers from extending their winning streak. So that wraps up the top highlights from January 24th's NBA action. We saw some big wins, crazy performances, and plenty of excitement around the league. What do you think? Are the 76ers turning the corner? Can Portland keep up this winning streak? And what's next for Memphis with all their depth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more NBA analysis and game breakdowns. Until next time, peace out and enjoy the rest of the season.